It's truly a great honor, great privilege to be here with each and every one of you today. I must tell you, the first time I came to one of these parades was in my youth, which was a long time ago. When I quote Abraham Lincoln here a little bit later in my speech, I don't want you to think I was here with him at the time. But in every one of those parades since my youth, why the Brainerd band was always marching and made us all feel so good and so proud. Please give the Brainerd band a great hand for their participation. And of course, thank you to the veterans who are here today, to the men and women who are still serving, their families, their friends, to all those who appreciate all that they have done for this country. And we take time out every year on this day. And I want to again thank each and every one of you for taking time out of your weekend to be here with you. Boil it all down, and what this day is really all about can be expressed with one word, and that's gratitude. Gratitude. Gratitude is about living well. Gratitude is about showing your appreciation for the good things that you enjoy in life. And there's an old saying that expresses what I think most all of us are feeling here today. And here it is. Our flag does not fly because the wind moves it. No, it flies with the last breath of each soldier who died protecting it. And so their sacrifices define and ensure who we are and what we enjoy as a nation. It was Abraham Lincoln who reminded us that our humble expressions of gratitude send a message to future generations to keep paying freedom forward. And what he said is that, I'm paraphrasing here a bit, but the degree to which young men and women will be willing to serve and protect our freedoms in the future will be directly proportional to how we respected those who had served in the past, and what kind of gratitude and what kind of appreciation we expressed for their service. That's what Lincoln meant at Gettysburg when he said that America's honored dead do not die in vain. Their sacrifices laid the foundation for a government of the people, by the people, and for the people, and ensuring that that dream, that aspiration, shall never perish from the face of the earth. And so today we're thinking about our heroes from Brainerd and other places, soldiers like Henry Peck and Walt Straka, survivors of the horrific Bataan Death March. Walt was one of my neighbors. But I got to tell you, as a kid growing up in this community, there were heroes everywhere. All the men, and even the women. My Aunt Eleanor Nolan served in the armed forces in World War II. And I got to tell you, for a veteran, it was hard to buy yourself a pop or a beer or a hamburger or a sandwich. There was always someone picking up the tab in appreciation for their services. And I also think about my many family members, as you all have, are all throughout the cemetery here. My father, my brother, my grandparents, friends, neighbors, all of whom served, as well as some of my classmates who served in Vietnam and in Korea. I'm thinking about Dick Ungerecht. If you wanted to get to know Dick, he was my neighbor. You had to be pretty active and you had to be on the go, because when he wasn't working, when he wasn't studying, he was running around the neighborhood at breakneck speeds, practicing for the next long-distance marathon run here at our high school track meet. And when he wasn't doing that, he was underwater, scuba diving, in the lakes in the region, planning and preparing to become a Navy SEAL. Dick never came back. I'm thinking of Terry Peterson, who I grew up with playing basketball. In fact, he was the forward on that wonderful 1962 basketball team. And I see the other starting forward here, Jerry Blank somewhere. Where'd you go, Jerry? There he is. So there were just Nick Loss. There were so many that we knew and that who served and made the ultimate sacrifice for their country, and who served and made that ultimate sacrifice that is so responsible for the freedoms that we enjoy here today. They never get to see their kids. They never get to see their grandkids. They never got to get married and start families on their own. But they live on in our hearts and our minds, never to be forgotten. And so, also, we're thinking of those that we didn't know, we didn't get to know, like Private John Sersha, young man from Virginia, Minnesota, and countless others we never knew. Sersha was 24 years old when he was killed in Europe in a battle in the Netherlands. Private Sersha spent the next 72 years in an unmarked grave somewhere in Europe. But thanks to the Department of Defense, thanks to modern DNA, we were able to help find him and return him. It was all because his family never forgot him, our country never forgot him. I'm proud to say we helped find him, and 2 years ago he was brought home to the range with full military honors and a 21-gun salute. And he rests there today with our eternal gratitude. So Memorial is really all about gratitude. It's about appreciation for the 620,000 men and women, heroes, who gave their lives over the past 100 years. The ultimate sacrifice so that we could enjoy the freedom and the future that we enjoy today. President Eisenhower summed up our hope and our determination for that future best when he said, "May the light of freedom coming to all darkened lands flame brightly until the last darkness is no more." So thank you to our soldiers and their families who made the ultimate sacrifice. Thank you to those who stood up and served and were willing to put themselves in harm's way and, if necessary, pay that ultimate sacrifice. Thanks to all for the freedom. Thanks for the future that they gave us and the freedoms we enjoy today. Thank you from all of us. May God bless our heroes, and may God bless the United States of America. Thank you.